New York City. Just saying the name brings a certain image to mind. It's a place of towering buildings that seem to scrape the sky itself. It's a city of yellow cabs zipping down endless avenues, their horns playing a constant familiar song. But more than anything, New York is known by a special name, a title it has earned over many long nights and even longer days. It is called the city that never sleeps. This isn't just a clever phrase, it's a promise. It tells you that no matter the hour, no matter if the sun is high or the moon is out, the city is alive. It is awake and breathing, its heart beating with an energy you can feel in the very pavement under your feet. You see it in the faces of the people who walk its streets. They come from everywhere, from every corner of the world, bringing their dreams with them. During the day, the city is a whirlwind of business and purpose. People rush to offices, to meetings, to appointments. The sidewalks are crowded rivers of humanity, flowing in every direction. Tourists stand on corners, their heads tilted back, trying to take in the sheer size of it all. The air is filled with 1,000 different languages, a mix of conversations that proves this city belongs to everyone. There is a forward momentum to it all, a sense that something important is always happening just around the next corner. But when the sun sets, something magical happens. The city doesn't go to bed, it simply changes its clothes. The frantic energy of the day softens into a different kind of buzz, one that is electric and full of possibility. The streetlights flicker on, one by one, joined by the glowing signs of shops and theaters. This is when another side of New York awakens. The people who worked all day are replaced by those ready to experience the night. It feels like a grand performance is about to begin, and every single person in the city has a part to play in the unfolding drama of the New York night. This constant motion is the soul of New York. It's a city built on the idea that time should not be wasted. There is always something to do, something to see, something to experience. You can feel this relentless pulse from the northern tip of the Bronx all the way down to the quiet shores of Staten Island. It's an unspoken agreement among all New Yorkers that the city's story doesn't pause for the night. Instead, new chapters are written under the glow of the street lamps and the moon, ensuring that the grand tale of New York continues without ever taking a rest. It is a city in a perpetual state of becoming. As darkness falls over Manhattan, the city puts on its most dazzling show. The bright lights of Times Square are famous all over the world. They paint the night sky with brilliant colors, turning midnight into a vibrant, artificial day. The giant digital billboards flash with advertisements, news headlines, and moving pictures, creating a spectacle that you can't look away from. It's a canyon of light, and standing in the middle of it feels like you are at the center of the universe. The light reflects off the wet streets after a rain, doubling the magic. This isn't just a place, it's an experience, a living, breathing art installation that hums with energy 24 hours a day. It's not just the lights that make the night special, it's the people. The city's streets remain busy long after most towns have gone quiet. You see couples walking hand in hand after a late dinner, friends laughing as they head out of a Broadway show, and artists sketching the cityscape under the glow of a street lamp. The sound of music spills out from bars and clubs, mixing with the distant wail of a siren and the low rumble of the subway running deep beneath the ground. This combination of sounds and sights creates a unique urban symphony, a soundtrack for those who choose to live their lives after dark, the true night owls of the concrete jungle. And then, there is the food. In New York, hunger can strike at any hour, and the city is always ready to answer the call. You can find food from every culture imaginable, available at all times. A slice of hot, greasy pizza at 3 in the morning is a classic New York ritual. So is sitting in a brightly lit diner, sipping coffee while the city outside sleeps, or so you'd think. Food carts on street corners serve up steaming hot dogs and savory halal dishes to people heading home from a long shift or a night out. The city makes sure that no one ever has to go hungry, no matter what the clock says. These late-night activities are the threads that weave the fabric of New York's nocturnal life. It's the freedom to decide that your day doesn't have to end when the sun goes down. You can catch a late movie, see a comedy show that starts at midnight, or simply walk through Central Park, and listen to the quiet hum of the city around you. This constant availability of life and experience is what makes New York so exciting. It's a city that caters to every schedule and every whim, proving that the adventure doesn't stop just because most of the world has gone to bed. The famous nickname, the city that never sleeps, wasn't just invented yesterday. It has a history that is as interesting as the city itself. Many people think the name came from the writer O. Henry, who used a similar phrase in one of his stories back in the early 1900s to describe the city's constant activity. But the phrase really became famous thanks to a song. The legendary singer Frank Sinatra sang about it in his iconic song, New York, New York. When he sang the line, "I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep," he gave a voice to the city's restless spirit. The song became an anthem for New York, and the nickname stuck forever. The nickname was born from a very real truth about the city. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, New York was a hub of industry and commerce that operated around the clock. The ports were always busy with ships loading and unloading cargo, no matter the hour. Factories in places like the garment district had workers on shifts day and night, sewing clothes to be sent all over the country. The city's newspapers were printed overnight to be ready for the morning commuters. This non-stop work ethic was built into the city's DNA. It was a place where things were always being made, moved, and sold, creating a culture where rest seemed like a luxury. Even before electricity turned night into day, New York had a reputation for being a lively place after dark. In the 1920s, during the Jazz Age, Harlem was famous for its music clubs and speakeasies that stayed open until the sun came up. People from all over the city would travel uptown to hear the new and exciting sounds of jazz and to be part of a vibrant cultural scene that defied the quiet of the night. This era helped solidify New York's identity as a place where the fun didn't stop at midnight. The city's nightlife was already becoming legendary, a beacon for those seeking excitement and entertainment. This history of continuous activity is what gives the nickname its power. It's not just a marketing slogan. It's a reflection of the city's character, forged over decades of hard work, innovation, and an unending quest for entertainment. From the tireless factory workers of the past to the all-night artists and entertainers of today, New Yorkers have always embraced a 24-hour lifestyle. The city was built by people who understood that opportunities don't keep a 9-to-5 schedule. The spirit of those early days lives on, echoing in the rumble of the subway and the glow of the skyline. The promise of a city that never sleeps is kept alive by countless places that never close their doors. The most obvious example is the New York City subway system. It is one of the very few public transit systems in the world that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. At 4 in the morning, you can still see trains rattling into stations, carrying nurses, construction workers, and late-night revelers to their destinations. The subway is the city's circulatory system, a network of steel arteries that pumps life through the 5 boroughs without ever taking a break. It's the ultimate proof that New York is always on the move. Beyond the subway, there are other iconic spots that embody this 24/7 spirit. The Staten Island Ferry is another great example. This boat provides a free ride between Manhattan and Staten Island, and it runs all day and all night. Taking a late-night trip on the ferry is a magical experience. You can see the glittering skyline of Lower Manhattan and the majestic Statue of Liberty illuminated against the dark water. For thousands of commuters, it's a daily routine. But for a visitor, it's a peaceful and beautiful way to see the city from a different perspective, proving that even the city's transportation can be a source of wonder at any hour. Of course, there are the famous all-night diners and bodegas. These small corner stores are a lifeline for many New Yorkers. You can grab a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich for breakfast at 5 a.m. or a late-night snack on your way home. These places are more than just stores. They are neighborhood hubs, familiar and comforting beacons of light on a dark street. Similarly, classic diners with their vinyl booths and endless coffee pots serve as welcoming havens for anyone and everyone, from police officers on their break to students cramming for an exam. They are the true living rooms of the city. In the end, The city that never sleeps is more than just a nickname. It's the very essence of what makes New York special. It represents a place of endless opportunity, where the barriers of time seem to melt away. This city tells you that it's never too late to start something new, to chase a dream, to find an adventure, or to simply grab a cup of coffee and watch the world go by. The constant energy, the bright lights, and the tireless people all contribute to its unique character. New York is a city that is always awake, always waiting, and always ready for whatever comes next. It never sleeps, so that your dreams can stay awake.